Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now, just quickly before I get on with the video, I'd like to thank you all for helping me reach 90 subscribers. I never thought I'd get this many. Like the general goal for this channel was try and get about 50 or so in 3 years. So, since I'm nearly at my new goal of 100 by the end of the year, it's kind of crazy. Your support is really appreciated. It's just absolutely amazing, and I thank you all so very much. Now, with that out of the way, it's time to get on with the video. Recently, we've been seeing very high levels of aggression from China, with China now carrying out aggressive exercises around Taiwan, including missile launches, naval operations, and simulated strikes. There was also a recent incident where a Chinese fighter jet released flares into the path of an Australian Seahawk helicopter, causing them to take evasive maneuvers to avoid the debris. Earlier this year, we also saw an event where several divers were harmed when a Chinese ship intentionally came close up with its sonar on full, despite being warned about the personnel being in the water. To make the already bad situation even worse, the Chinese government decided to blame Japan for the incident, denying that they had anything to do with it, which is just irresponsible and stupid. Like, you claim that you apologize for what you do. I mean, if Australia did the same to China, I'd expect an apology to be handed out. But no, that's just totally fine, I guess. Anyway, now the most recent event has received scathing response from many commentators, politicians, and leaders, damning the aggressive actions of the Chinese Air Force, who chose to undergo maneuvers that put the helicopter and its crew at risk. China often refuses to communicate with its Australian counterparts as well, and just recently it made a response to Albanese's public statement claiming that we were spying on them. Yes, that's right. A slow, low-flying helicopter with that's very loud, very easy to detect, and that isn't actually equipped to spy on any military installations is spying. Excellent. And it shows that the incident was just aggressive and unprofessional. There is no justification for these aggressive and dangerous maneuvers, and I must stress that we need to see this situation as one of utmost importance, as China grows increasingly aggressive and risks of starting a conflict through these actions are rising. So what should Australia do? Well, to be honest, it's not that we shouldn't do anything different, but it's that we cannot. Australia's military is woefully under-equipped to deal with China in its current state. We currently lack the ability to deter potential aggression, and our first frigates will not be delivered for another 4 or so years. We have an undersized navy that won't be capable of operating them, and we lack the strategic lift and amphibious capability to reach a hostile nation's shores. On top of that, none of our warships have long-range missile systems, and we lack the capability of real power projection. We cannot fight a war for an extended period of time, and we've begun retiring our Anzac-class frigates, which means that our fleet is shrinking in size, and until we get these new warships, it will leave a colossal capability gap. Not only that, but we can't even defend ourselves from long-range missile strike on Australian territory, giving us not only a lack of capability to threaten a hostile force of project power, but also a fundamental lack of capability to defend our own territory and people. This means that Australia fundamentally has to tolerate China's aggression until we are either capable of pushing back or at least establishing the fact that we will not accept these actions. We need to take defense procurement seriously, and we need to get the assets that we need in a reasonable time frame and to spend the money that is actually required to purchase these systems and assets. We also need to see an increase in the amount of people in our military so we can actually operate at full capability instead of needing to mothball assets due to a lack of manpower, which we are currently doing. This will require extensive restructuring of Australia's recruitment processes, with things like mandatory services potentially being something to be seriously considered by the government. We must also increase our ability to build military assets here in Australia, including planes, warships, as well as ammunition, both the forms of small caliber ammunition and large caliber ammunition. So small caliber being rifles, handguns, and light machine guns, artillery, and large caliber being artillery, missiles for anti-ship systems, anti-air systems, and multiple rocket launch systems. We really do need to take defense seriously, and our region is rapidly de-escalating, and war seems to be looming on the horizon. My greatest fear right now is that we will be far from ready for any potential conflict that will throw Australian men and women under the bus. Whilst I hate being cliche, I'll end the video with this quote from our former defence minister and current opposition leader Peter Dutton. In order to conserve peace, we need to prepare for war. I thank you all very much for watching this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated, helps grow the channel, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.